Hey guys, Mike from CoachMikeMacDonald.com here. Are you telling your prospects just what they want to hear or what they need to hear? One thing that I find is that a lot of people, they make the mistake of telling people just what they want to hear, and they feel like that's going to build a huge organization, or again, like their team members, maybe they're struggling, and instead of telling them what they need to hear, they tell them, what they want to hear, and they think that that's magically going to get them to that next level, right? And it's just not the case. That's not how it works. I wish it was. I unfortunately made that mistake for a long time. When I was building my business and I was new, I was struggling, right? And I'm talking to cold market people I didn't know, friends and family, whatever the case may be, whoever I was talking to, sometimes I'd get the objection of, before I even shared the presentation, like, oh, is this going to cost any money? Or, how much is this business going to cost? And I used to kind of freak out, right? And be like, oh man, they need to actually see the presentation. They're not really going to understand. And while that's true, you don't want to reveal the price immediately, but I was coming from the wrong mindset, right? I was coming from a selling mindset rather than a sorting mindset, especially when it comes to prospecting and recruiting for, new leaders and new team members, where, obviously some people come from different backgrounds, right? You don't want to prejudge people, but at the same time, I'm all about pre-sorting people, where if someone's not a good fit, I don't want to waste either of our times, right? I don't want to spend an hour talking to them on the phone, going through the presentation, and then have them be, I'm just straight broke, or, they just have the wrong mindset. They're like, I don't have any money. They're not willing to figure things out, right? So again, instead of coming from a selling mindset and just telling people what they want to hear, you want to come from a sorting mindset. So, in that example, if somebody's like, oh, is this going to cost any money? I'm like, well, if it's not a fit for you, it won't cost anything. But if it is, it's a business, it's not a job. So yeah, there's a small investment to get things rolling. But again, if you're willing to put in the work, you can turn a profit, and, so what would it matter, right? And so again, if someone in that instance was like, yeah, you're right, that makes sense, cool, let's move forward. Or if somebody's like, oh, I don't have any money, like this is crazy, like I'm not going to do something like that, whatever. I'm not going to talk to that person, right? I'm just going to sort through and move on to the next person, because that's not the kind of person I'm looking for, right? So again, when I started, I didn't really have any money. I was working in retail, making minimum wage. It was probably like $7 an hour at the time. So I didn't have a ton of money to get started in my business, but I figured it out, right? So you're looking for the people that have desire, that want to figure things out and move forward, where that's not an obstacle. So, there's one example of not telling people what they just want to hear. You're telling them what they need to hear, right? So you're sorting, not selling. And the same thing comes with like your team members, right? So you're going to have times when people, they're struggling, they're frustrated, and it's like, cool, you can put rosy colored glasses on for them, tell them it's going to be great, tell them that they don't have to make any sacrifices, that they can stay in their comfort zone, and they're going to be a top earner, right? Oh yeah, you don't have to talk to anybody, you don't have to talk to your friends and family, you don't have to get out of your comfort zone, you're not going to have to approach people you don't know, or whatever the case is, the situation you're talking about, right? Or yeah, you don't need to go to the training events if you want to be successful, or yeah, you're never going to have to invest in yourself and grow and get out of your comfort zone if you want to be a top earner. They don't do that. It's like, no, you're not going to lie to people and tell them what they want to hear to try and keep them around, keep them in the system. It's like, no, you got to be direct, right? And you're like, hey, if you want to be a top earner, if that's truly your goal, it's going to take some sacrifice. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. You might have to travel across the country, right? It might be crazy. You might go to an event with thousands of people you don't know. It might be out of your comfort zone. You might feel like you're shy. You might be introverted like me, whatever the case is, but you do it anyway because you understand that's what it's going to take to be successful. And if you're not that kind of person, that's fine. Maybe just be a customer. Don't have the goal of making 10 grand a month or being a millionaire in the industry. Take your goals down a notch if you're not willing to get out of your comfort zone. So again, it's kind of the mindset of you're sorting, not selling. So it's not always just getting people in, are you sorting? It's throughout the whole process. Are they going to step up? Are they going to lead? Are they going to take action? You're still sorting through these people. And again, you're still nice to them, right? You're not a jerk. You're not you're an idiot. You're never going to be successful. Like, that's not the kind of approach you want to have. But again, you got to be direct with people. And, I kind of call people out. I'm like, hey, do you want me to sugarcoat everything for you? Or do you want me to tell you kind of what you need to hear, even if it hurts your feelings, or even if it's not, you're not the most excited about it? Do you want to know what it really takes to be successful? Or do you want me to put rosy colored glasses on for you and tell you everything's going to be fine without doing anything? Again, most people, at least the right ones, are going to be like, no, I want to hear it like it is. It sucks. I might not be excited about it, but I really want to know what it actually is going to take to be successful. So again, stop telling people just what they want to hear and hoping that they're magically going to become leaders and, do whatever it takes, and start telling people what they need to hear to actually help them get to the next level, whether that's even just starting in your business to begin with, or if they're in, helping them get to that next level and showing them what it really takes to be successful. So again, hopefully you guys got some benefit and value out of this video. If you did, feel free to comment and share. And then if you are in a home business, one thing I find a lot of people struggle with is prospecting and recruiting. And the major reason why is you just don't know what to say. I know for me, when I was super introverted when I started, I was scared because I didn't know what to say or how to say it. So it prevented me from taking action. So if you know what to say and how to say it, it can save you a lot of time, and you're going to get a lot better results faster in your business. So I actually did a webinar training called the Inviting Mastery Method. If you want to get access to that, head on over to coachmikemcdonald.com/IM and enter your information for access to that free training on the Inviting Mastery Method. So learn how to prospect and recruit like a professional, whether you're introverted, shy, maybe socially awkward like I was when I started, right? Whatever the case might be. But if you want to get access to that training, head on over to coachmikemcdonald.com/IM and enter your information for access to that. But thanks again for tuning in. We'll talk to you more soon.